Grace Notes: The Good Deed Crew and the Aspen Adventure. Written by Kendra Parks. Narrated by Gillian Lintz. Chapter 1. How full does this bucket need to be for Grammy E to make a pie? Jenny asked Addy as she looked at her half-filled bucket of blueberries they had picked from the bushes behind Grammy E's house. She said she needs a full bucket, Addy said, plucking several more berries from the bush as she watched her plucky little sister Gabby shove yet another handful of berries into her mouth. Trying to pick berries with her 5-year-old sister was proving fairly futile. "Gabby, you have to stop eating all of the berries," Addy said. "But why? They're fruit, and fruit is good for me. Mom says so," Gabby said, planting her purple-stained hand on her hip. "True. But too much of anything is rarely a good idea," Jenny replied. "Gabby, why don't you go and ask Grammy E if you can help her roll out the pie crust in the kitchen while we finish picking?" Addy said. Dough," Gabby said, dropping her bucket in the grass and tearing off for the house. "Good one, cousin," Jenny said, laughing. It was the middle of June, and the girls were gleaning the blueberry bushes for the early crop of ripe fruit to make a pie with Grammy E. Grace Notes, the traveling string quartet that Jenny and Addy were a part of, was meeting at Grammy E's house that night to practice for an upcoming wedding gig in Aspen. It was also Ty's 10th birthday. Ty played the cello in the group, and his favorite food was blueberry pie. The girls wanted to surprise him with a fresh one after rehearsal. 15 minutes later, Jenny and Addy delivered a full bucket to Grammy E in her sunny kitchen with pale yellow walls and baby blue cupboards. "How are you feeling about the Brahms piece for next week?" Jenny asked Addy while they helped Grammy E assemble the pie. "Brahms?" Grammy E asked. "I remember listening to a recording of that for the first time as a child. I loved it so much that I pestered my parents to play it every night before bed for at least 6 months from the record player in the living room." The girls smiled. They loved when Grammy E told them about her childhood. Grammy E continued. "I'm sure they were tired of hearing it, but they never let on. My favorite composer to fall asleep to is Brahms. Now that I think of it, that's funny because I was reading a book about Brahms this week and learned that he actually did fall asleep while listening to Liszt play for him," Addy said, though it wasn't taken as a compliment. Grammy E laughed. "I'll look forward to hearing the piece tonight, and if I fall asleep, don't take it personally. The little Evelyn and me might just be lulled to sleep once again." Grammy E instructed the girls to slice a pretty design into the top of the pie. Jenny made a cello shape, and Addy added a few music notes around it.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?